Guys, I'm here to talk about the energies this week, beginning on April 25th is today, Sunday. I'm recording this through the end of the week. So this week we have tomorrow, Monday, the 26th, the Scorpio full moon, which is actually referred to as the Buddha moon. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But first, I am going to, in traditional Buddhist fashion, I am going to allow the bell just to get some grounding in. Okay, so as many of you know by now, I am a practitioner of Buddhism because I am like a kindergartner, so it's easy to follow the practices of Buddhism. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about why the Scorpio full moon is referred to as the Buddha moon, and how you have the ability to receive enlightenment this week with that full moon. It's a very intense full moon. It's very deep full moon, but if you can go into that energy, you're really actually going to receive a lot of clarification in life, and that's of course what we all want. So with a full moon, things are enlightened for you. Things are revealed to you, especially in Scorpio, which digs deep into our, the things that have hurt us in the past, the things that are being revealed to us. Usually situations between, because Pluto's in Scorpio right now, it would be situations between us and like two other people. It'd be like little triangles. With the Scorpio full moon, we are being asked to see the things that we feel shame, pain, or blame around and really release them. It is called the Buddha full moon because the Buddha, as he grounded himself with the sun in Taurus at this time under the Bokti tree, he saw and acknowledged that he was Buddha the man, because Buddha was a spiritual master, a teacher. He grounded himself in the knowing that he was a divine human creature. And being grounded in that, he was able to see with the full moon in Scorpio all the hurts that happen in the world, all the pains that happen in the world, all the shames that you feel that you've done things not the best in the past, or the blames that you feel how other people have hurt you in the past. And the nature of the Buddha, the nature of Buddhism, like in general, is that the nature of suffering comes from when we wish things weren't the way that they are. So when we stay in the past hurts and we stay in the past blames and we stay stuck in the situations that have happened to us, that is a definition of suffering, because we cannot go back and change those things. So this is called the Buddha full moon because this is when the Buddha received the enlightenment. And Buddha is very common sense. Buddha thinks through things psychologically in a way, and allows all the crud of the thinking mind to be pushed aside so that we can get into the heart. And this week has amazing aspects for opening your heart chakra, for clearing that out. The sun conjuncts Uranus this week, which is all about seeing who we are, seeing how far we've come, being able to be okay with exactly where we are in our process, enough to allow the ground to be fertile for those seeds and those plans that we have coming up. So today, Sunday, we have Mercury conjunct Venus. So Mercury and Venus in Taurus are making a little plan. We are all acknowledging the places that we want to build, acknowledging the places that we need change, actually developing a plan for that change. And those two aspects up in Taurus are squaring Saturn down in Aquarius. And Saturn is saying to us, you know, I know you want to innovate. I know you want to change things from the past, but are you willing to do the work? The boring, mundane, step-by-step work that has to happen every day to reach this goal. So if you are, then that's amazing. Then you'll already be taking action towards that. And Saturn will kind of give the stamp of approval to the new structures that you're building in your Taurus houses, the houses that you're focused on right now. And if you're not willing to do that, then most likely it's not aligned with your heart and what is of value to you anyway. So those things will be taken away. Now, I'm just going to go quickly through each sign and talk about specifically where you're looking at, where you're looking to change and build something, and ask you, are you willing to see yourself as, you know, a divine creature? Are you willing to relieve where you've messed up in that area, relieve where other people have messed up in that area with you, to be able to do the small steps every day to build that beautiful new foundation? Because you definitely have the opportunity to do that this week. If you relieve the pain, if you relieve the shame, Pluto gives you a gift. And it's the gift of renewal. It's the gift of not having fear about who you are, being able to shine your light. And with Taurus on the opposite end, Taurus being the grounding, it will actually be physical manifestations as well. So you made a list. Look at my handwriting, guys, like it's sloppy. So Scorpios, you are paying attention right now to your seventh house, to your interaction with other people, your contracts with other people, looking to build relationships with other people. And you are asking, you're being asked to do the work, do the small steps every day to grow those things for yourself. Cappies, Capricorns, you are looking at the changes and making plans around kids, your love life, creativity, and making, Saturn's asking you, are you willing to make the small changes, the things you do every day to build up that structure, to build that and to relieve the past hurts and pains and shames that you have around that area. Aquarius, you are planning and working on plans to find alignment in your area of home. It could be physical home. It could be family home. It could be building a family or the root structures you have in your past with your home family. You're being asked to relieve the pain, shame, and blame that you have around that. And Saturn's also asking you to do the little steps every day to grow that successfully and build that new foundation. Pisces, you are really focusing on right now with communication, communication with siblings, communication with distant relatives that aren't your parents, and really looking at your contracts in your immediate community, your travel in your immediate community, and your neighbors, and taking little steps to be able to grow that area. And Saturn is asking you to take those steps to grow that foundation. And Pluto is asking you to relieve any of your pains, shames, or blames that you have around that area. Aries, you are focused right now on growing a new plan in the area of money, how you make money, what you value deeply, what you're willing to give up to go towards what you value. Also people in your immediate household and how that relates. You are being asked to take the small steps every day with Saturn, the mundane steps, the boring steps, in order to grow that new foundation. And you will find success if you're able to do those boring things. I know Aries, we'd like to go, 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 but we also need a structure built, a new structure built in that area with Saturn. And you're also being asked to release any pains, blames, or shames that you have around the area of finance, what you value, so you can go forward anew. Taurus, you are taking the small steps that Saturn's asking you to do to build a new foundation and structure around who you are as a whole being. This could be what you consume every day, what you value, your place in the world, like how you glow to people. So that's amazing. And you're also being asked to release any self-pain, shame, or blame that you have in that area in order to grow things anew. Geminis, you are being asked to, you're focused on the ways that you isolate yourself from other people, the ways that you keep yourself separated from other people, the ways that you self-sabotage other people, or how you self-sabotage yourself, or how others have sabotaged you in the past. And you're being asked to take the small steps with Saturn in order to change that area for yourselves. The area that causes isolation, separateness, and kind of enslavement. So that's beautiful. You're making plans to make change there. Saturn's asking you if you're willing to do the small steps to build that new foundation, and I'm sure you definitely are. And you're being asked by Pluto to release the shame that you feel around that, the blame that you feel towards others, and just any pain in that area, because we're all starting anew, and we're all on our path. So that's amazing. Cancerians, you are looking at making changes and making a plan in the area of dreams, goals, circles of friends, groups that you belong to, activities in your community, giving to your community, and giving to the world. You are being asked to take the small steps to build that structure with Saturn, and Saturn will support you in that new innovation and change. And you're asking to release any pains, shames, or blames that you have in that area of dreams not working out, goals not being achieved, groups you belong to not working out. So you can go forward with fertile soil that will produce something and manifest something for you. Leos, you are making plans and taking steps towards your career, your really life, work, and legacy in the world. Could be life legacy around career, could be life legacy around parenting, just your overall reputation and the legacy that you leave in the world, yes, behind you. And you are being asked to release any shame, blame, or pain that you have around things that didn't work out in that area for you, or areas that you feel other people have hurt you or stopped you from achieving that goal. And Saturn's asking you if you'll do the daily steps it takes to achieve that new dream, career path, parenthood path, new reputation that you're blooming. And I'm sure that you definitely are, and you will be granted success in the physical reality with that. Virgos, you are making plans and setting up new structures, seeing where you need to change your educational path, your spiritual growth path, your interactions with foreign countries, travel to foreign countries, or interactions with foreign cultures. And Saturn is asking you, Virgos, if you are willing to take the small steps that it makes every day to grow in that area, to renew yourself in that area, and also release any shames, pains, or blames that you have in that area concerning education, spiritual growth, long distance travel, or any kind of judicial system things. And I'm certain that you are, and you will be rewarded with something that manifests on the material plane for you. So that's amazing. Libras, You are focused right now and making plans concerning the eighth house topics. So it could be mental transformation. It could be insurance payouts, what people owe you, what you owe other people. You're making plans in that area. Saturn is asking you if you are willing to take the day-to-day steps that it takes to grow that area, to grow that transformation, to really bring that in for yourself. And I'm certain that you are. And you will actually be able to get some manifestation in that area on the physical plane this week. And you're also being asked to release any pains, blames, or shames that you have in that area concerning anything in the past, so that anything that you do receive in that area allows you to have some new regrowth in that. All right. And what else do we have going on this week? So with the Scorpio full moon that we have on Monday, of course it is the moon where the Buddha received enlightenment. And enlightenment was all about not letting the pains, shames, and blames that you have towards yourself and towards other people stop you. Don't keep on going and suffering in that area, because that just keeps you in the past. That is the definition of suffering. Reliving the pains of the past. You've already been hurt by that. So when you recall that and you keep on thinking about that, and Scorpio, we can get a little obsessive. So chances are, whatever you're feeling pain around, whatever you're feeling shame around, whatever you're feeling has hurt you, or the ways you've hurt yourself, you could be just overly focusing on that place right now. And what you're being asked to do with the full moon is see that, acknowledge that, release the pain, see yourself as grounded, the divinity that you are on your own beautiful path. Seeing and acknowledging and forgiving yourself for all of our shortcomings will allow us to have the empathy and forgiveness for the others around us. So that's very important. It has been an intense week. I know everyone's been asking me about the energies. If you've been grounded, if you've been doing the work, if you've found your spiritual place and you have a spiritual belief that you're connected to something more than the material plane, this week is going to be a lot easier, and last week was a lot easier for you. I feel that this week especially, there's going to be a separation in the collective, but it's not the separation based on labels that we've seen in the past. You're really going to see a separation of who believes and knows and feels that there's an existence more than just the material world, and who doesn't. Because I think people that, from what I've observed, people that don't have their truth and their heart centered in that, our souls last forever, and that we do have guidance that we can reach into, that maybe we can't see, or maybe we can't articulate to other people because they're only truths in our own hearts. People that are grounded in that are having an easier time this week. So this week, the sun is going to meet up with Uranus, the planet of nuclear energy, the planet of innovation. I actually see Jesus as like, so Aquariuses are the rebels. So they have quick movements, quick innovations. Like it could be science innovations. It could be just like Uranus takes the energy and it just moves things that are either not in alignment or are in alignment. So if you have something that you're growing on the material level, something that's true to your heart, Uranus is going to take that this week and he's going to boost you up. If you have something that's not in alignment with what the truth in your heart, with what is good for your heart, if it's not in integrity, the Uranus energy this week, like, is going to come flip your table like Jesus would. Like, so he's going to flip that out and he's going to take that away. but it's going to be for the best, and you're going to be able to see that. And you might see out in the real world, companies going away, or meltdowns happening, or people leaving the job. You could literally be Uranus this week, and you could be saying, this is not in alignment with what my center, this job, this place of living, this whatever it is not in alignment with me. And, I'm just gonna let go of that. Or someone could be Uranus to you if it's not in alignment. But having that groundedness in knowing who you are, seeing ourselves all as perfectly imperfect and learning is really going to open you up to the enlightenment that is coming this week, the signs that are coming from God. Everyone always asks me, and I was asked specifically this weekend because I was reading someone's natal chart for them. How do you receive your signs from God? How do you receive the signs from your guides or your angels or Jesus or whatever name you want to use for your creator energy? And this week, you won't have to question where your signs are coming from. It's going to be very illuminated for you. It's going to be shown to you with the Scorpio new moon, places we still have pain, places we're still holding on to blame, or just poor self-talk. That's the universal energies. That's your angels. That's your guides. That's the pain and the suffering and the emotions building up and coming out is your sign. That's your sign this week. And when Uranus moves, when the planet of Uranus' energy interacts with the sun to move the energies on the physical plane for us, either bringing things up for us or taking things away, that's also our sign as to whether that was really in alignment with us. And part of things moving and going away, things like that, can hurt us, but we have to trust that is part of the plan. That is where you're going to see people that have a spiritual practice, people, that pray, are connected to God, that are connected to their angels, or whatever name they use for the higher force or the higher power in our life. That's where you're really going to see the difference between calm and a little bit crazy this week. So I encourage you, if you are someone that's connected, just to give, words of encouragement. In Taurus season, we can use our words to ground people. We can use our words to bring them comfort and soothe them. It's a beautiful energy. It's not beautiful when we're just working to manifest what we can see in front of us. It's not beautiful when we're just working towards the material aspect. It really has to have something more. We all have to have something more. And this week, we're all being allowed to connect with that something more that we have available to us. So I'm really encouraging you all to do that. And I'm super excited for the enlightenment, for the messages, for the for the beautiful path that you're going to see unfold for you this week. It is actually a really exciting week. Pluto stations the day after the full moon, so that would be Tuesday. And when Pluto stations, if there's things that we still need to clean up in our soul around those pains, we're really going to be given that chance. So it's not like we have to have everything done. These are like the little steps we're taking towards our future, but we're going to get a glimpse. And we're going to have self-confidence in ourselves. And we're going to see ourselves as, yes, like I can actually do this thing. We've done the work. We know and have the confidence now, and the universal energies are behind us to go forward. We're pretty much being asked, like, are you sure? And we're going to be like, yeah, and it's going to go good. So I'm going to talk about the energies of the new moon or the full moon for each sign and what Pluto is specifically asking us to look at, and also release the pain, shame, and blame around as well. So in Scorpio, Scorpios, you're being asked to, of course, look at yourself, look at your pain, blame, and shame around who you are as a person, what you bring out in the world, like what you represent. Allow that to go so that your area is cleared for the new growth that you're going to have ahead of you. Capricorns, you are being asked with Pluto to release the pain, shame, and blame you have around friend groups, around dreams that didn't work out for you, around goals that didn't work out for you, so you can so Pluto can gift you with a little seed for a new path in that area. Aquariuses, you are being asked by Pluto to release your pain, blame, and shame about your work in the world, your career in the world, how you thought your reputation would manifest in the world. Could be your parenting, that could be your work in the world, could be a career, just your legacy in the world and how that didn't work out for you, and any pain, shame, or blame you have around that. And if you can do that, if you can clear that path, if you can see that everyone has a chance to start anew and your chance is now, you're going to receive a seed from Pluto and able to manifest a new start for you. Pisces, you are being asked by Pluto to release any pain, shame, or blame you have around education, interactions with foreign people, foreign cultures, travel, spirituality, and justice. And when you can release that, Pluto is going to give you a new seed to regrow in that area in order to manifest something new and beautiful. Aries, you are Aries, you're being asked to release with Pluto the pain, shame, and blame you have around debts owed to you, debts you owe other people, and psychological pains or interactions that you had with other people. Also, any kind of pain, shame, or blame you have around like esoteric things such as astrology or any kind of pain, shames, or blame you have around like occultism or different religions or cultures or mysticism. And if you're able to do that, Pluto is going to gift you with a new seed of growth in that area, as long as you look at those things and release them. Taurus, you are being asked to release any pain, shames, or blames you have around relationships or contracts with other people. Any places where you feel shame, where you fell short or where other people fell short. And with that, Pluto, if you're able to release that pain and shame, you're going to be able to plant a new seed that Pluto will give you to growth in the future in that area. So that's beautiful. Geminis, you are being asked to release any pain, shame, or blame that you have around yourself or other people when it comes to day-to-day habits, your day-to-day habits with health, your day-to-day habits on things that you haven't been doing the best or other people haven't been doing the best around you. Your pain, shame, and blame around pets or places of loss. If you can go past the pain, shame, and blame you have with yourself and other people in that area, Pluto is going to gift you with a beautiful new seed to renew in that area. So that's an amazing thing. Cancerians, you are being asked to release your pain, shame, and blame for yourself and other people around kids, lovers, and creativity or creative projects and endeavors. If you are able to release the pain, shame, and blame in that area, you are going to be gifted a new seed from Pluto in order to find a renewal in that area. Leos, you are being asked by Pluto to look at and release the pain, shame, and blame you have around childhood, your home life, your home environment, mother or father figures in your life, and any pain, shame, or blame that you feel occurred from that. And if you are able to do that, Pluto is going to gift you with a new seed, so that you can grow anew in that area and start making the groundwork for something new. Virgos, you are being asked to release the pain, shame, and blame that you have around for yourself, or where you fell short, or where other people fell short for you, around siblings, distant relatives that aren't your parents, communication, people in your immediate household, people in your neighborhood, negotiations, contracts, or business. If you can release the pain, shame, and blame that you have for yourself or other people in that area, Pluto is going to gift you with a new seed for new growth in that particular sphere. And Libras, Pluto this week is asking you to release the pain, shame, and blame you have around how you make money and what you value in your heart, places that you've fallen short, places where you feel other people have fallen short in that area to you. And if you are able to do that, Pluto is going to offer you a new seed for manifestation in that area so that you can grow that area anew. So that is beautiful for all of our signs. I'm just going to see if I had anything else to talk about today with you guys. It is a week of dynamic energy. It is a week of swift moving energy, but it's not a week to, be afraid of, because we are all very grounded in Taurus. We're all very willing at this point to see where we all need to grow in, and where seeing where we all need to grow in personally is going to allow us to have more empathy for other people in our lives. And with Pluto and with the Buddha full moon, really do as the Buddhists do, and not relive the sufferings that have happened to us. Release the sufferings, and so we can grow something anew. So that is beautiful, guys. I don't see anything else, but I was going to read you a quick description from the Archetypal Universe. This is a book by Renn Butlers. My guru, Achyuta, recommends this for all his students. If anyone's interested in learning astrology, I'm getting done with year 1 soon, so I am reading people's charts, but he does have scholarship programs available to people. He really leads his service and his teachings with his heart. He wants learning and astrology available to everybody at any time. So it's not a big cost. Like, they'll work with you on scholarships available. If you're interested in that, he is on YouTube. Otherwise, his website is nightlightastrology.com, and he is signing up for his new classes starting in June. If ever any of you guys are interested in learning astrology, or just learning more about yourself. And what I like about him most is that he is very grounded in a spiritual practice, I feel. And the texts indicate, if you're to look at the energies of the universe and the energies of the stars, you need to be grounded and have some kind of spiritual practice with God or the universe or whatever you call it. So he really emphasizes how he has a spiritual practice. And I do believe, and I'm sure any of you that read for people or medium or channel or meditate know, like, you actually can't see things clearly if you don't have that grounded root, that grounded spiritual practice to come back to. It gives you an understanding of the world around you and helps you just navigate the shakeups that happen all the time. The Buddhists also say the only thing certain is change. So I think that's beautiful for the Buddha full moon week, beautiful for this week when we do have changes happening. I just wanted to take an excerpt out of this book about what the energies of the sun mean meeting Uranus are. This is kind of just tells you if you wanted to get a book that's easy to understand on the transits that are going on when the planets meet up, I certainly recommend this one. It tells you the archetypes, the feeling. It also tells you dreams you might be having and explaining why you're having those dreams. So you can actually match up your dreams with planets. It's crazy how accurate it is for everybody. So I just wanted to talk about the exploration available when the Sun and Uranus conjunct this week. And it says themes in deep self-exploration, which is a very Pluto topic. It does give topics to examine in therapy for anybody that is looking to explore the energies of the planets deeper. How appropriate for a Pluto week. You would be surprised how many therapists are actually in astrology class. Like therapists use the archetypes. It's a very Carl Jung. He is, a psychologist, and he actually worked with the archetypes that match with the astrology. So, it's all just energies. So themes in deep self-exploration for the Sun meeting up with Uranus is an exciting and liberating influence in sessions. Sun-Uranus transits grant access to memories of personal successes and breakthroughs, as well as perinatal experiences of birth and rebirth. These transits support the healing of issues with one's father or males in general, and the openings of the heart chakra. So that kind of goes very well with the Pluto theme too, because in order to actually open the heart chakra, you can't have like those blame, pain, and shames there, because those are going to keep you from opening up to the higher source, to your intuition, and really to future success and movement in your life. Now, I did pull 2 cards. I wanted some guidance on what I should tell you guys this week. And I know I haven't pulled cards in a while, and you guys missed that. And I have identified as my Taurus. My moon is in Taurus. My Mercury is in Taurus, and it is up in the 9th house. And my Saturn is down in the house of day-to-day activities and my service to the world in Aquarius. So I have identified that I need to give you card readings again, because I come first. First as a meditator and a spiritual being, and, connected to spirit. Second, as a card reader, because that's how, most of you subscribe to me as. And thirdly, as my new growth as an astrologer and understanding the energies of the planet enough to give that report to you. So first I pulled up Anand Damayima, and that is the joy permeated mother. And it says, I am my own guru. I know the self never changes. So that is really beautiful for this week. That is acceptance of self in this very moment, knowing that you are exactly on the path and the place that you need to be in at this particular time. And the other one that I pulled was Dakini, the enlightened female. And it says, my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. All right, guys. Well, thank you for spending some time with me this week. I'm interested to hear whatever shows up for you guys or whatever enlightenment you receive. My kids are down here like crawling around now, so I gotta get off here before it gets chaotic. Love you all.